Hello and welcome to Ask the Source. I'm your host, Josh Reinstein, and we're here in our beautiful studio in Jerusalem. My guest today is Avi Hyman. He's the Israeli government spokesperson. Avi, thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, lots going on. We're in the middle of a war, and seems like we're butting heads with the Biden administration on some things. There's rumors that he's trying to overthrow our elected government. There's this idea that he has a red line not to go in the Rafah. Can you tell us about this?
Josh, let's be clear. We have no better ally, no stronger ally than the United States of America, no greater friends than the people of America. The president has been very clear from the beginning that he supports our war aims. Our war aims haven't changed from day one. We're going to destroy Hamas, we're going to bring home every last hostage, and we're going to ensure that Gaza doesn't become a landing pad for terror, that they can no longer harm us. That's what we're going to do. That's what we said we're going to do. And I believe that the president supports that mission and has said so vocally many times.
We wiped out 18 of the Hamas brigades out of 24. 4 of the brigades are in Rafah. Why haven't we gone in? What's going on? What's the holdup then?
So I'm not going to speak directly to when, why, and how. I'll leave that to the IDF, and they will let the enemy know exactly when the right time is to attack Rafah, how to attack Rafah, and I'm sure they'll do what they've done until now, which is avoid civilian casualties and smash Hamas. Like you said, 18 out of 24 Hamas battalions have been taken out. We fully intend to destroy Hamas, as I have said. Not half of Hamas, not 3/4 of Hamas, all of Hamas, and to restore security to the people of Israel. That'll be good for Israel, for Israeli children, and that'll be good for the children of Gaza too. We will bring peace to the region and stability. We will destroy Hamas.
Prime Minister Netanyahu says he won't stop until total victory. Yet a lot of people are criticizing the fact that there's so much humanitarian aid going in there that is being obviously stolen by Hamas, that it's propping up Hamas, and that we're maybe being a little too careful. Can you talk to that?
We're doing our utmost to state that our enemy is Hamas, it's not the people of Gaza. So we're working on a day-to-day basis on improving our ability to get aid to the right people, to the people that need it, and to keep it away from Hamas. Obviously, we don't want to be in a situation where we're fighting Hamas and fueling Hamas. So we're working with the private sector, we're improving on all kinds of ways. One thing that's clear, though, is that UNRWA is not the solution. UNRWA is a front for Hamas. Their people participated in October 7th. They took hostages, they held hostages. So the old way of just working through the UN because it's a strong brand, no, those days have gone. But we will endeavor to help the people of Gaza because we care more about the people of Gaza than Hamas. Hamas uses them as a tool. Hamas lives it large underground while their people suffer. They live it large in Qatar and Istanbul while their people suffer. We will bring a new reality to Gaza, and it'll be good for the people of Gaza and for the people of Israel.
You brought up UNRWA, the evil terrorist link organization that's been funding these terrorist organizations, Hamas. A lot of countries suspended funds, but they're looking to Israel for leadership. What's the alternative? Some of them are starting to give funds again because we haven't come up with an alternative. So what is it?
So the answer is it's a work in progress. There are many alternatives. It's strange that there's one organization, one United Nations organization for the Palestinians and one for every other refugee in the world ever. I myself am 4th, 5th generation refugee. My mother was a refugee. My grandmother was a refugee. My grandfather, my great-grandfather, I could keep going. And when I say refugee, I mean people pushed out of countries because of danger, not people that have been living in the same neighborhood for 5 generations. We need to change the way in which we perceive the Palestinian narrative. UNRWA perpetuates that narrative, has done for generations, and we need to put an end to that. There are other options.
The North is on fire. I mean, every day, dozens of rockets, constantly. What's it going to take for us to fight back?
Well, we said from day one that our primary goal, at least in order, is Hamas. We need to take care of Hamas. We need to destroy Hamas. We're getting very close to total victory with Hamas. And we're pushing Lebanon back. We're still seeing, is there a diplomatic option? If there is a diplomatic option that puts Hezbollah beyond the Litani River, that sees them adhere to UN Security Council Resolution 1701, then maybe, work can be done there. But if not, the military cards are on the table, and every single day, yes, they're shooting missiles at us. We're also retaliating. We're also going after stockpiles of missiles. We're also preparing the ground there. And we've made it very clear to Hassan Nasrallah, if you try us, we will take Lebanon back years. We will copy and paste Gaza onto Lebanon. He knows that. So now there's action back and forth. But if and when the time comes, they will pay a heavy price if they try to escalate.
Now, we all know that Iran is behind all of this. Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, these are all proxy armies of Iran. They're very close to a nuclear weapon. What are we doing to stop it?
So you're right. We're fighting a war currently on multiple fronts against the Iranian terror axis, the axis of terror. Now, we will continue to do that on multiple fronts. When we're fighting Hamas gets 93% of their funding from Iran. When we're fighting Hezbollah, they get 100%. We've seen what's happened with the Houthis. We have to fight this in the most strategic way that we can.
Avi, there are literally tens of millions of people watching this show. What message do you have for our viewing audience?
I want to thank your audience for their ongoing support. I know that they're at home praying for us. I know that they're keeping us front of mind. And I want to tell you that Hamas thought they were shooing away a street cat. But what they were actually doing was awakening the great Lion of Judah. We will stand strong, we will stand firm, and we will protect the Jewish state, not just for this generation, but for generations and generations to come. Because as Golda Meir told President Biden, we have nowhere else to go.
Thank you, Avi, for being on the show. And thank you for tuning in to Ask the Source. I'm your host, Josh Reinstein. Now back to the studio.